Another secret to a story collector is not only do you press into people's dreams and ask questions about their dreams and hopes and longings, but another arena is sort of life history, is what I call it. So when I'm sitting with people or trying to get to know someone, I think about, okay, what's this person's story and how has it evolved? I mean, it's like their story is an open, an open book, right? And that you're reading the different chapters of their life. And so you begin to draw out different things about, family history or spiritual history. And in the process, we begin to discover the experiences that reveal this person's unfolding plot and the characters in their story. I mean, who were the heroes? Who were the villains? Where was their rescue? And where was their abandonment? Where was their great love and sacrifice? Where was their neglect and mistreatment? I mean, there's all different, layers to this. I mean, how did their successes or maybe their failures shape their quest in their life? And these are things you can press into about someone's life history. And taking time to listen. I mean, I'm always struck by moments when I'm with somebody and suddenly their story starts to come out about their mom or their dad, or they didn't have a mom or a dad growing up, or something they went through in their childhood, or their spiritual background. I mean, all kinds of things that you never really know what really resides underneath the surface and in the history of someone's life. And taking time to listen to what occurred in the space of someone's life can be a powerful medium to make people feel known, to help people feel loved even. And whether it's someone we've been entrusted to lead, a person who sits next to us at work, or someone we call a friend but whom we've never even asked about their past. I mean, it can be a whole array of different people, but people's life story is the context where their lives are formed and transformed. There are different ways to approach, people when you're interacting with them, but everybody has these elements of their story that quite frankly, they want that part of their story to be known. Maybe not all of it, but at least some of it. And there's aspects of our lives that's true of us too. These things shape our identity. These things shape the trajectory of our life. That they make us who we are, the goods and the bads. And the weight of our responsibility, again, is not to draw out every detail of someone's past, but to identify their most defining moments in their story, to focus on that. And one way that I've zeroed in on getting to know people's life story is through the context of team development. In an effort to find what is distinct about people on teams that I have overseen, over the years, I often do retreats, and I'll lead retreats. And one of the things I do that's gone really well is I ask people to bring a 5-minute or less movie clip that captures something about their life story or their life history. And over and over again, people bring, these clips, and sometimes there's tears, and often there's laughs, and a whole bunch of other things. And I've, seen people bring movies, everything from Shawshank Redemption to Pride and Prejudice to The Karate Kid to Nacho Libre. But here's what always comes out, right? Whether it's funny or whether it's sad or whether it's heart-wrenching or whether it's just serious, people walk away feeling deeply known through this experience. And it's something that I've learned to do over time, because it frees people to step into their story, to share their story, for us to hear their story and to see some of their uniqueness and some of what they've been through. And there's these bonds that are created, these relational bonds that always, always, always changes the dynamics of that team for the good, for the better. And we refer back to even those moments along the way as these teams grow and develop over time, months and even years down the way. And we remember those moments and remember those aspects of someone's story. And I don't know, maybe to some that sounds like, I'm not going to do that. And that's just one way to do it. But what I'm trying to get at here is there's something potentially powerfully bonding when you have part of your story, especially vulnerable parts of your story, shared together, that it establishes stronger relationships and stronger bonds. So if you want to get to know somebody, if you want to express love, lean into not only their dreams and trying to get to know that part of them, but also their life history. If you do, you'll be on your way to increased relational intelligence.